Joe Kessenich is a master pork producer from Plymouth County.
We've raised corn and beans in Cherokee and Plymouth County. Then we have hog sites in Plymouth and Cherokee County, and we custom feed for several different companies, and then we have some custom fed out on our own on different locations. We run a drag line system. We pump all of our own manure, and we pump for a few other guys.
Pigs are not a new venture for Joe. He's been working with them for as long as he can remember.
Some of my earliest memories were with my dad, and he had a 16-pen wooden farrowing house down here on this farm, and I remember cleaning out pens and seeing the miracle life with the baby pigs all the time. That was pretty special, and just kind of grew up with that. A lot of fond memories working with my dad and my grandpa on the farm. A lot different back then when we were pitching manure with a pitchfork all day versus running a 45-foot bar across the field and cover a lot more acres in the day than we did back then.
Joe started to farrow hogs for himself in the 1970s and did so for more than 20 years. Now his operation is completely feed to finish.
I always thought that if I had a 40-sow farrowing barn, I could farrow in there the rest of my life, but things changed. I never imagined it'd go like it did, but it did.
When he isn't busy running the farm, Joe spends his time participating in the Plymouth County Pork Producers.
We do a lot of networking. We have a lot of guys on the group. We kind of help each other out. When we have problems, we discuss things and just brainstorm, get different ideas.
Joe has served as a director for the organization for more than 30 years and helped start their county fair booth, Grandstand Pork, home of the famous chop in a glove and other pork dishes.
We go through 7,000 pork chops. We do a pork loin sandwich and a pork dog and pulled pork nachos. It's really been going over well for us the last few years.
Kessenich has also given his time to the Lamar's Chamber of Ag Committee, Knights of Columbus, United Way, and various church activities. Even with all those years of serving the community and raising pigs, Joe's greatest source of pride has been being able to raise a family on the farm.
Raising the kids on the farm's meant a lot to me. Like even their friends, they've always had friends out, and even today, some of my kids are up in their 30s. When I see their friends, and they all tell me how they love growing up on the farm, playing in the grove, working with the hogs and cattle, the horses, playing in the creek. Just they come up with all kinds of stuff I kind of forgot about, but it's very near and dear to them and their childhood memories being out on the farm.
At the end of the day, Joe has spent a lifetime raising pigs because he knows it's important to enjoy what you're doing.
I remember one day my niece from Minneapolis came down. She was like 11, 12 years old, and she wanted to do the farm thing. So we got up in the morning and we got on the four-wheeler and we pulled weeds in a few of the fields, and we did chores in a few hog barns and worked in the shop a bit. And we were driving along about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and she looked at me real surprised, and she said, "Joe," she said, "aren't we going to do any work today?" So I said, "No, this is what we do."